What's up, guys? 360 Beyblade here, back with another video, and this time it's not a battle video, not an unboxing. We're back at my desk pretty much today talking about the brand new update for the Beyblade Burst app. Now, if any of you guys don't have it, go download it. It's actually a really fun app to play. And pretty much what we are going to be talking about are the Wave 3 and possibly Wave 4 bays that have just been released. So, let's go and show the first picture. Now that first picture was of Hasbro's Wave 3 Hazard Kirbyus. That is a new Beyblade, and it's actually really cool because in Evolution, Kirbyus didn't really have anything. It did have a bay, but Hasbro hasn't released it until now, which means that it does have another form, but this is its latest form, and I found this form to be very cool because it's actually got a lot of good parts. The layer had like a spring attack gimmick, which we've seen on God Valkyrie or Genesis Valkyrie. It had the 7 disc, which is a pretty balanced disc, and then the driver was atomic. So overall, pretty good parts, and I honestly think that all three of those combined together will make the Beyblade very cool. Now, it is Slingshot, so I'm definitely very interested to see how Hasbro turns atomic into a Slingshot driver. So, that's one of the 4 bays. Let's go on and show the next picture. Okay, so that second picture was of Buster Scalius, or Breaker Excalius. They seem to be calling it 2 different things, depending on whether it's in the anime or in the app, but that is Buster Scalius, and as you can see, the layer was a bit bigger, the sword was bigger, and if you guys probably couldn't see it, but the sword actually had a gimmick to it, where if I get my hands on it, I will definitely show that off. And then the forge disc for it was a dash forge disc, because it was actually called 1 dash. This is 1, which as you can see, it's got these 3 points on it. Well, 1 dash has a bit more points on it, it's a bit heavier, and it's more jagged, so that would definitely make a bigger impact in the stadium. And then the driver was actually called Sword. Now, Sword, for the Takara Tomy version, was supposed to have metal and then little, like, sword edges coming out of the side. But Hasbro is making it Slingshot, so it's all plastic. I honestly don't find too much of a problem with it, because from what I saw, that the sword driver, it's not very good. Maybe the Slingshot version will be better, but that's about it for what we know of Buster Scalius right now. So let's move on to the third picture. So the third picture that you guys just saw was of none other than Dead Hades. Now, to be honest, I was actually really worried about Dead Hades, because in the anime, Dead Hades is supposed to have a lot of metal. It's actually supposed to have metal in the actual Beyblade, not just on the outside. And I was thinking, well, since Hasbro wasn't doing any metal, that Dead Hades would actually be a very bad bay. But judging from what the picture shows, it actually seems like Dead Hades is not going to be a Slingshot. It's actually going to be a Switch Strike, because Hasbro has been doing Beyblades for Turbo in Switch Strike form. So it's actually really cool that they're doing it in Switch Strike, because then there's no Slingshot, and they may actually give Dead Hades the metal inside, because that's really the only gimmick they have. And it's also really cool that they also gave it 11 turn. That frame, although it's really bad, it's definitely very cool that Hasbro is making that as well. And then the only downside is, if they give it the metal inside, the only thing that Hasbro will be missing is that Zephyr Dash, which, to be honest, I'm not really gonna care too much about that. Zephyr Dash it's just the driver with an increased spring, and if they just fix that with giving Dead Hades good slopes, I'll be completely happy with that. So, good job, Hasbro. You're definitely turning yourself around. Anyway, that's going to do it for Dead Hades, and now we're going to move to the final picture. And now we have the final picture, which is none other than Josie Valkyrie. And I'm actually really hyped for this one, because if you guys look at the picture, which I don't have it right now, but if you guys look at the picture, it actually looks like it has the burst stoppers, and that's really cool. I honestly didn't think Hasbro was going to do burst stoppers either, so it's actually really cool that they're giving Josie Valkyrie, or I don't know, they might call it Turbo Valtrek. I don't know what they're calling it, but it's really cool that they're giving it those burst stoppers, because those are actually really cool. The only thing that is different about this is actually the forge disc, because the forge disc on Josie Valkyrie is like red with rubber on it, and in the picture the plastic around it is blue and it doesn't have that rubber. But other than that, the layer looks accurate. The forge disc, it's not that big of a change. I can probably live with it. And then the driver is Evolution. They didn't slingshot it, so it's probably going to be another Switch Strike. So I'm actually very happy about that. So Hasbro, keep doing up the good work. You are definitely turning yourselves around, and I'm actually really looking forward to buying your products. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe. I'm 360 Beyblade, and I'll see you guys next time.